2, 1, now. Good evening and welcome to Ask Sid. Unfortunately, guys, we've just had one of these. It'll be all right on the night moments. I forgot to press live, and me and Simon, my special guest tonight, just went at it, gun ho. We went everything into it, and I just realized 5 minutes in that we're not live. So, oh my God, I can't believe it. But hey, we're only humans, and we made the mistake. So, welcome to the show, Simon. Really appreciate you coming on from Premier Hotspur TV. How are you?
Absolutely, Sid. As I said before we went live there, Sid, absolutely buzzing, mate. Absolutely. I'm glad Conte's here now, mate. It was my first choice. It never worked out with Nuno, mate.
Yeah.
And it didn't fit him. It didn't fit Tottenham, did it? That Nuno appointment. And just glad Conte's here now, mate. Absolutely. And let's get the show on the road. Let's get this show on the road with Conte.
Absolutely. You know what? It was one of them, weren't it? What was going to happen? Nuno, 1 minute he's here, and then that performance against Man United. I'm not going to lie, I was there, and that was one of the worst performances I've seen Spurs. And then to get Antonio in, I think everybody's are still wiping their eyes, scratching their eyes. People are waking up, pinching themselves. They just cannot believe we've got Antonio Conte. We've got them down the road now, all panicking. Yeah, we've got Conte as well. Yeah, so you know what? It's really, really good. And the fact that, like you said, he didn't reject us. It was emotional purposes, and it was too soon to take the Tottenham job. So Spurs were in his mind, but I think he was waiting for the right moment, whether it was going to be January, maybe summer, but Nuno just didn't do it. So we've got him now, and what a roller coaster of an evening on Thursday night. He must have like walked in all giving it the, yes, I'm here. This is the crowd. Apparently there was tears in his eyes as well with the reception he got. And then to go 3-0 up so soon, he must have like gone, yes, what a welcoming. And then Spurs being Spurs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, said his interview as well was just fantastic as well, and he said that Spurs have got good potential, and I'm glad he said that, and I'm glad we've got good potential. That's what he says. He said the stadium's fantastic, the training facilities are fantastic, one of the best we've seen, and he said it's time now we move this club on.
Absolutely.
And he goes on to say because it was running an hour over for his press conference, and he did say that Spurs have got a good vision off the pitch. He said, and then he said, now we've got to get it on the pitch. Yeah, and he knows Sid. He's got a big task. Yeah, but the man can do it. If there's a man who can put Tottenham back on the map, mate, back on level playing fields with these top clubs in the Premier League. Yeah, he's the man to do it. Seriously, absolutely. And if Conte can't do it, mate,
then there's problems. Yeah,
there's definitely problems.
Exactly. Before we move on any further, just like to welcome everyone joining us tonight. Gladly appreciate you guys joining the stream. If it wasn't without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are. We've got over 1,000 subscribers now, and we're slowly moving upwards. So hopefully into the 10,000s. Just keep on moving. Just smash that like button, follow us, share it, tell everyone, Paxton Road, tell everyone we're out and about, we're producing, and with guests like Simon from Premier Hotspur TV and everybody, it's onwards and upwards. And talking of which, it's all about Let's Talk Conte. So I believe, right, in his interview, when they asked him, I don't know how true this is, right, but somebody asked him a question, right, and he apparently said, "Don't you know who I am? Baby, I'm your man." I don't know how true it was, but apparently
it's true. It's true.
Yeah. Don't you know who I am? Baby, I'm your man. If you want to do it right. Do it with me. Anyway, let's talk Conte. So, what does he bring to Spurs? What does Conte bring to Spurs?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
this guy, firstly, mate, on the touchline, he gives that passion, and he gives never say die attitude on the pitch. Seriously, this guy, he'll be on that touchline from minute 1 to minute 90. I mean, we saw it last night, mate. Shouting orders, mate. I'm telling you now. And 100%. He'll just give that passion, and he'll give that love for the club, and he'll 100%. Give vast of experience, and that's what he'll bring. He'll bring seriously so much to this football club, and he'll bring a winning mentality. I mean, because everyone said, "Oh, but you said that about Jose." But when Jose come, I begin to wonder, Jose come just for a pay packet. I think Jose was the finished article when it come to us. He was over the hill a bit. But we've got a modern Jose. That's what I call Conte. He's a modern Jose. And to me personally, mate, this guy is going to deliver. Trust me.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and I did say that. Okay, I did. I had old man's up. I did say it when Jose come. Yeah. But I learned very quickly with Jose. His tactics were wrong. That he was back in the day. That he ain't changed his way of the style he plays and the way he is. But this man has just got something about him. Said just the way he's turned up, mate, in the room. He's just got something about him, man. I think he is definitely going to change fortunes at this club.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, his record and his pedigree and what he. I mean, I mentioned it yesterday on the stream when we done talking points. I said there was at one point he was shouting at Harry Kane on the touchline, saying, "You know what? Go and do this. Go and do that. Do it." Whereas Nuno would just stand there like that with his
absolutely. There you go.
Folded.
There you go.
No emotions, nothing
Scratching
whatsoever.
Scratching that beard of his, thinking, what am I going to do next? What am I going
to do next? Whereas this guy, straight away, you could see, he stood up the whole game and he was pointing and everything at everyone. Got a couple of comments here, so I'd just like to welcome Mr. K. Mr. K's been away for a while, so welcome back, Mr. K. You have been gladly missed, and welcome back. Welcome back. Alexander Hilton, welcome. Dinosaur, welcome. Spursy 141, she's one of our own, welcome. Got a couple of questions here as well, so we've got one here. You might like this one actually, Simon. Not a lot, but you might like this one. It is, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I can't find it now. Where's it gone? So it was something to do with Dele. Oh, there we go. So this is from Dinosaur. Conte football intelligence will show us how good our Dele back. It will be his last chance, Sid, sadly. You know, I said this the other day, and I think Mike Hustler and some of the other boys and ladies disagreed. I said this is Dele's last chance saloon. And if there's anyone now that can actually make Dele almost back to his best, it's Conte. And if Conte can't do it, then in January, I'll actually go to the training ground and I'll take Dele to wherever he wants to go. Because if Conte can't do it, I don't think anyone can. I know you're a big Dele fan like me, but do you agree? Do you think this could be his last opportunity under Conte?
Yeah. We spoke about Dele before, and it seems like he fell out of favour with Nuno. But I know Conte, he loves to give people a go. And that's the thing. And what's so good about it now, Sid, that he's got 2 months to look at his squad before his January transfer window. I think he knows what he wants. Right, he's really told the board what he wants, but it just gives him a good sight now to look at these players and what he's got. And it is, sadly, this is Dele's last chance. I mean, to literally cut their air off, right? Stop thinking about social media and things like that, and concentrate on getting back playing football to the player we know. I mean, and if there is one man who can probably get the best out of.
Sorry, Simon. Sorry, breaking news. I've just got some breaking news. Did you just hear that thunder and FUD? Sam Spurs for life and Mike Hustler have just fallen onto the floor. Me and you actually saying Dele Alli could be his last chance saloon. These guys are rolling all over the floor, mate. We're not gonna have to call the paramedics. They're all on the floor. They think it's all over.
It's seriously said. It's let's see how he plays. I think he's got a month and a half now to prove to Conte what he can do.
Yeah.
Can he do it? It's down
Time will
to Dele.
tell.
It's time will tell. It's down to Dele, mate. It's in
Totally
Dele's hands to take it.
Yeah.
And I think now Conte will just news everyone. He'll news everyone. He'll probably want to see what everyone's about.
Yeah.
And to me, I've said it to Matt, he's going to shred this team up, mate. Telling you.
Yeah.
I think he's got players waiting in the wings to come in. I really have. He wouldn't have signed his contract. Not a chance. Without knowing that insurance, he's going to get the players he wants. You know what I mean?
100%.
Not second average players. The players he wants. And
100%.
time will tell with Dele. Time will tell.
Mike Hostler is asking, what happens with Hugo in the summer? I'll let you go first.
Wow, Hugo. Oh my God, he's still a fantastic keeper. It showed last night, some fantastic saves. He's getting on now. He's into his last year, and would he sign this new contract? Would Conte want him? This is the problem. I think Conte will still want Lloris. He's probably one of the best around still, Sid. If me personally, but
who else?
But the thing is, who else is out there? This is the problem.
So let me. Against United, he saved us. He made some quality saves. Yesterday, he made a couple of blinding saves. On his day, Hugo is quality, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Sam Johnston, Nick Pope's another one. And there was another keeper. I can't remember who it was, but there was a third keeper. Do you know what? Even I don't know if you agree or disagree. I don't know whether there's going to be a lot of contention here, but even Kepa at Chelsea could be an option. I know he's had a bad time at Chelsea, but he's out there as an option. I think the Ajax keeper, wasn't he? He was another option, but who would want to come in? Right? I mean, Galini for me is not going to be a number one.
Galini, no. I've seen him a few times now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fill me with confidence he can come in straight away and fill Hugo's boots. Yeah. I think we need to go out and look for number one, me personally. Yeah. But it's who, Sid. That's the big question. It's who. Yeah. Conte might have someone up his sleeve who he probably wants. So
100%. But the thing is, what does he do? Does he just sort of pencil in a goalkeeper now to bring in the summer, or does he try and persuade Hugo to extend for another year or so, and then maybe Sam Johnson will then have had that extra experience and whatever, or does he just go straight in the summer and say to Hugo, "You want to go? Okay, fine," and then have someone lined up? That's going to be the big question, isn't it?
That is it. Because let's go just like example. Look at them down the road. They got Rams. They got that Ramsdale, and I thought, wow, I've seen this guy. I don't rate him, but wow, what a keeper he's turned into. You know what I mean? So I don't think we can actually judge keepers by the book, can we? We need to give. And Sam Johnson is probably quite a good option. It really is quite a good option. Is he a number one to take over Hugo?
Time will tell. But
time will tell. But I hope Hugo does extend it for another year, because to me, as you said on the day, he's still one of the best around, mate.
Absolutely. I mean, just going on to something I've prepared here. So if we just look at his record here. So basically, this is Mr. Conte. So he's won the Prem, obviously, with Chelsea. He won the FA Cup. Chelsea. He's won the Italian League 4 times, Inter Milan, Juventus 3 times, and he's won the Italian Cup twice. So that's 8 trophies he's won. So in terms of trophies and that, he knows how to win them. At Chelsea, he won 2, and then for whatever reasons, he had that massive fallout and everything. And he's proved that Inter Milan, and he's proved it at Juventus. So we've got a winner. I mean, okay, his CV in terms of trophies, he's not as good as Jose Mourinho, but I tell you what, the way he plays football is a new level, completely new level. Unfortunately for us, we got Mourinho as he was sort drifting away from coaching,
falling off the cliff, isn't it?
Falling off the cliff.
Yeah.
But this guy now is the real deal, and hopefully, this season we're going to see a trophy. So
he's what with Conte. He's moved on with the times, and he keeps moving on with his tactics, and he's quite fresh with how he wants to play football. But with Mourinho, didn't want to move on, did he? He wanted the same old tactics, same old ways. How he managed at Chelsea, Porto, and at United and things like that, and Madrid. So me personally, I don't think he wanted to move on as a manager. But I think we have got. I still call him. He's a modern Jose Conte. He's a serial winner. Said he is proper serial winner. This guy, and I love the way he plays football as well. And it's at his time, it's horrible because he wants to set up with the three at the back, with the two wing. I think we have got the two wing backs. So I was very impressed with Emerson and Reggie last night. Very good in that formation. But Romero, he's still got Dyer and Davies and Sanchez. These players are no good. So if you're bringing in someone like a Conte, a serial winner, you need to bring some serial players who's been there, done it. Players who's really done it, won trophies, and if Conte don't sign that other contract extension in 18 months' time, maybe by then we've won a trophy and he's put us onto a level playing field, and maybe it's time for 10 Hag to come in and do his bit then, because I think that's the way Tottenham will go forward. Yeah.
Do you? I mean, Sean Snow say, good evening, Sean. He's saying Hugo's distribution is shit. Do you know what? Up until last season, end of last season, I agree. But for some reason, this season, his distribution has improved. I've been to the home games in the Prem, and even my youngest was like, Dad, Hugo's been practicing, because his distribution's got a lot better than last season. Still not as good as...
Yeah, but it's how many times he saved us. That's the thing. Yeah, he's shot stopping is next to none. Seriously, he's probably one of the best in the league still.
Exactly. And in terms of Thursday, was you happy with the personnel that he put out? Was it he had to put that personnel out because it was a must-win game, or it was his first game in charge and he wanted to show Spurs fans, I'm not going to put a shit team out. It's my first game. I've got to put the strongest team out there. Do you think he could have made a couple of changes to the starting lineup, or was that the best team he put out, and why do you think?
It's the why he's put that team out. It's the way he is. It's the way Conte is. I think he's obviously seen we lost to United, and he's probably said, right, no one's resting here, and that's the way he is as a manager. No one's resting here. No one's getting time off. Right, you big boys. You know what I mean? You want to class yourself as big boys, you're going back out there to play in this Conference League. And I think that's how Conte rolls, you know what I mean? And I think he wanted to make an impression last night as well. Yeah. And I think with the lineup, Sid, I think don't come any stronger than that. That's what we got. But that's what Conte's got to deal with at the minute, and until January. I mean, so I was quite happy with the lineup. I'm glad he actually chose the big lads to go out there, and for 30 minutes, mate, we played some good football.
We did. I think
that Lucas goal, mate, the way we played from the back and got up to Kane, and he's put it. It was fantastic football. That was probably one of the best pieces I've seen Tottenham play this season. Little, I mean, it's okay against. They called us trouble, this team, but
they did.
It was towards our downfall, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did play quite well, to be honest. Vitesse Arnhem. There's a lot of talk in the chat here about Harry Winks and Sanchez. I personally think Davinson, Terry, Butcher, Sanchez yesterday, he did quite well when he came on. Actually, I think he done a few interceptions. He put his head in where it mattered the most a few times, and he got stuck in. And also,
I've always said about Sanchez, Sid. Always said about Davinson Sanchez. If you get the correct manager and to coach him, we could probably see a really, really improved, very good Davinson Sanchez, because we know he is a good defender. Yeah, but we need to take these silly mistakes he's got in him out of his game.
Yeah.
And I think Conte could be the one, mate. Seriously, I think he's got a good couple months now to look at him. Look at David Sanchez.
This is it.
Harry Winks, not a chance.
I think Winks is just been put in there to be sold in January. He's just there in the window shopping trolley. You know, window shopping. Everyone on the weekend, all the women when they go out doing window shopping. I think they're gonna start seeing Harry Winks in the window. So you know what? They can either walk away or go in there and buy him. Hopefully, it'll be one of the billionaires who'll go and buy him, whilst the women just walk past and go window shop. Ha! See you later. Sean Snow saying here, we need Paul when Burnley get relegated. I don't think Burnley will get relegated, but yes, he's a good shout.
Hope's a good keeper.
Yeah. Seb Shaw, good evening. He's saying we have a winner as a manager, but players with loser mentality. We've said that for a long time.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I agree with that.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Conte knows it, and one of the questions someone put it to him after the game last night, they trying to compare the Inter Milan team he had to Tottenham's team, and it's the look on his face. He knows, like trying to tell him, "Don't be silly." You know what I mean? Don't be silly. You know what I mean? And Conte knows, mate. He's got a task on at Tottenham here.
Yeah,
which he's willing to take on, right? And I think he will achieve. And he knows that he's got so many average players here. And he will move on. These players will be moved on, mate. Trust me. And I just hope they go out in January, mate, and back him to the hill. Back him. They have to back Conte to the hill. Seriously. 2 centre-backs. We need to go and get 2 centre-backs to play alongside Romero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you really want to make a statement, you made a statement signing Conte, go and move on now and back him and go and bring 2 world-class defenders as well. Doesn't matter what money you're going to pay, just pay the money. You know what I mean?
100%.
If you bring in a Skriniar and a Dele or something like that to play along with Romero, that's a statement going forward. Because Sid, our attack is really good. It's just it's just leaking goals. It's just, I mean, and to me, I'm hoping he does move forwards with the Skip and Pierre. I don't agree with them both playing, just either one of them. So
I said that yesterday. I think them two they looked a bit suspect yesterday. And going forward, if the Kessie rumours are true, then I think it'll be Kessie and one of them two, and I think he'll alternate.
It's a shame we can't get Kessie in January. And it sounds like we've got to wait till summer. To me, I think they wanted 12 million to release him in January.
Yeah.
I think that could be a real good snip at 12 million.
Yeah, but listen, I'm Daniel Levy now, and I'm sat there thinking, do I get him for free in the summer, or do I pay £12 million for him in January? Let me think. I'll wait till the summer for a free. I'm not paying 12 million when I can get him for free.
Yeah, but that mentality's got to change, though, Sid.
I know.
Right, and now I'm just hoping now the penny's dropped. Yeah. What happened with United? The crowd reacted with saying Nuno out, Levy out. And I hope the penny's dropped, and he's probably thinking to himself, "How can I get these fans back on my side?" All right, let's go back to Conte. Let's see if he wants it now. You know what I mean? 100%. And he's ticked one box. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now he's got to go tick another box and because I'm telling you now, by January the 31st, if you have to back them to the hill, it's going to be trouble in that stadium again. It really is.
Here we go. We've got who's it? Easton Hall here.
Yes, Tony.
Tony. Tony. How are you, mate?
Tony.
He's saying, "Hello, guys. I believe Antonio Conte will change Davinson Sanchez's football career."
Absolutely.
Do you know what? It's a possibility. It's a possibility, you know.
Because you know, Sid, you know, Conte and he's Italian. They're very good at defending. They always start from the back, and that's how these Italians think all the time. They're very strong, very hard to beat. And Davinson Sanchez, I saw one comment there saying Davinson Sanchez will be good in the back five because of his pace. 100% spot on.
100%. Talking of which, we've got. Michael Slayer was asking, I keep losing these. Oh, yeah. Who will struggle under Conte? I personally think, right, under Conte, the players that will struggle, I think, will be, I think Winks will struggle. I think Davis will struggle. I also think Dele, like I said to you, Dele will depend if he gets game time.
Yeah.
GLC, I think
He
he'll
winds
play
me up
him.
that now.
Yeah, he'll play him, and then I think he'll quickly make a decision on him whether yes or no. Who else will struggle? I think Doherty will struggle 100%. I think
Pierre.
Doherty.
I think I've heard rumours that Conte is not a big fan on Pierre.
Højbjerg.
So yeah,
Really?
yeah. That's what I don't know how true they are. I've heard before Conte come in that Conte is not a big fan on Pierre. So to me in there, mate. I'm not being nasty on Pierre and Skip. They got it. They got it playing for the badge, and they know they've got the passion and things like that. Yeah. I was just thinking there, mate. I think we need something we can create as well, like a Barella. He signed today for Inter Milan extension. It's a shame because he's an absolute fantastic player. Yeah. But me personally, we do need to beef up that midfield. I think he needs to rip this team apart. He really does, mate. He needs to be strong. He needs to be. Listen, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. That's how Conte is. Yeah. Personally, Tanganga is another one.
Yeah, he's not good enough, but will be the next.
To me, he just needs to go and buy 2 quality centre backs. As I said, like a Skriniar or a Delete, someone like that, mate. Seriously, if he's really real about taking his club forward, it's not worth bringing Conte in and not going to back him. You're in a vicious circle again.
Yeah. See, Mike here is saying, realistically, I would buy 1 centre back, a deep lying playmaker, and an attacker who knows where the back of the net is in January. And following on to that, Alexandra Hilton is saying, but if Levy waits for the summer, we will lose that in the top 4. Not only top 4, I think cups as well. I'm going to quickly move on to the next one, and we'll answer that one as well. Spursy 141. Hello, my love. How are you? Do you think Spurs will buy a striker, or do you think we need to buy a striker in January? Do you know what? I've said this all along, right? We need someone to play with alongside Harry Kane, or as a replacement for Harry Kane. Now, Son we can play 4-4-2 and put them two together. Can you imagine if we had Son and Kane actually playing as strikers? I think that would be absolutely melting for some more opponents because they'll destroy them. But so far, 10 games in, including all the European and everything, 11, 12 games, Kane is not up for it. Kane's not doing it for me. No matter what, if we sell Kane, if we don't sell Kane in the January window or in the summer window, we need to get a striker. Now, Martinez has been linked. Conte had Martinez at Inter. He knows what he's like. I've also heard rumours that Vlahovic is on the market in January because he's refused to sign a contract. I heard today that them lot down the road apparently are trying to get him, but he's looking for better teams. He's an option. He's a young striker. If I was Conte, I would go all out to get him. And in answer to Jordy's question, do you think we will sign another striker? I think 100% Conte will get a striker.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, 100%. And Vlahovic from Fiorentina is my number 1 target. I think Martinez doesn't score enough goals for me. I know Conte's had him at Inter, but Vlahovic, 100%, mate. Him and Kane. I'm saying now because I know like Conte does like playing 2 up top. Him and Kane, mate, will be lethal. Seriously, this guy is a fantastic striker. He knows where the goal is. He's an old-fashioned number 9. I mean, and he's fantastic. Get the balls in the box, and he's there, mate. Seriously. But it's going to cost 60-70 million. Go and buy it. Go and spend it. If you're real about this, moving forwards as a club, spending big money, backing Conte, it's not worth having Conte if you're not going to back him. We said this about Jose. Jose needs money. Conte needs money. You know what I mean? 100%. We need to see it now. We need to see it. You know what I mean? 100%. And if we do, I can see where Mike's coming from. 1 centre back. I like 2, but I will be happy with 1.
Slowly, small footsteps.
Yeah, Yeah, small footsteps. But the thing is, and I think that comment from Alexander Hill was absolutely spot on when he said, if we wait till the summer, we could miss out on trophies and top four. 100%. Seriously, we are not millions of miles away from this top four. 5 points off West Ham. Yeah. We're still in the Carabao Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Conference League. We can win that Conference League hands down if we really put out seriously 100%. Right? 100%. Right. Seriously, and he needs to back. I mean, in January, we can't wait to the summer. Seriously, we can't wait to the summer. Right. And I think Conte has signed this deal, mate. It's in the contract. He has probably put it to leave.
Of course he has. Of course he has.
In January, and you've got to buy the players over.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Eddie Ryan, good evening, Eddie. Thank you for joining us. I knew somebody was going to put this question in, yeah? This is now testing me and you, Simon. Look at the question. Who would you have in the team, Lo Celso or Dele Alli?
God. At the minute, with them both as bad as one of each other.
What a question.
Do you know what? Sam and Mike's going to like this. I'll go with Lo Celso at the minute because he just never stops running, does he? I have seen that with Lo Celso.
Hold on. Stop. Never stops running. What are you talking about? This guy is running to find a hole to dive into. He's had 2 opportunities in 2 games where he should have buried it. In one of them, Man United.
But the thing is, Sid, at least he's getting to the positions at the minute.
Yeah,
he may not score, but Dele Alli.
He's playing. He's playing Lo Celso in the position where Lo Celso wants to play. Dele's been played on the left. He's been played wherever. Yeah. You know what I mean? He came on yesterday for 8 minutes.
I'm not saying Dele won't do well under Conte. Because we haven't seen that yet. I think Dele's got a lot of work to get into this team under Conte. I just think Conte at the minute he likes the look of Lo Celso, and probably want to see more of him. We can say about Tanguy as well, because obviously he didn't start last night. No, what does that mean about Tanguy? It's silly questions, Sid. Silly questions.
It's too easy.
He wanted Tanguy at Inter Milan, so to me, Tanguy can come and be a good player. So, if you go attacking, we are good in attacking. It's that defence, mate.
It's the defence.
If we get a defence right, mate.
Yeah.
So 1 or 2 at defence, mate. I think we can mount a serious top 4.
And I tell you as well, he knows, he's looking at that, and he knows what his weaknesses are and what he knows the strengths. So he's now going to look at the weaknesses, and he's going to deal with it. I mean, we got a comment here from Alejandro Perez. He said, the way Emerson has looked under Conte in just 1 game is making me excited for the future of our wing-backs. I'll be honest with you. A few games that I saw Emerson, right, and I told the boys and Jody as well that I wasn't too convinced by him. But yesterday, going forward, defensively, he's still a little bit suspect. But yesterday, I think he had one of his best games. He was on form. He was on fire.
But you know why? Because he's playing to wing back. So he knows, Sid, that he doesn't. If he loses the ball, right, he's got cover there because he's got the right-sided centre back who probably can cover him. You know what I mean? So I think that will play into Emerson's hands, playing that formation. Because to me, I think Emerson is a very good player, and I think he needs to. If he keeps his shape, Reggie and Emerson could be very good this year.
See,
very good.
I hope, right, watching yesterday as well, I hope Conte takes Romero to one side and say to him, you know what, mate, I don't want you to try and do everything, because that sending off for me was stupid. It was just needed to use his common sense. I know he's playing with Dyer and Davis and he has no choice. If he is Captain America, he has to do everything. But we had this discussion yesterday. If we can play Romero centre in the middle of a free, and then either have Tanganga or Sanchez or whoever either side, or a new signing in January, and tell Romero to play in the middle, he ain't going to be coming out like yesterday and doing stupid things to get sent off, because he could be one of our most important players in that team.
Oh yeah, the thing is, Sid, it can get better with a Skriniar in there with him and a Dele Alli. I mean, these two I'm just wrapping on top of my head. There is other options he's got as well, but he'll be. I'll love to see Romero with two other top class centre backs.
100%.
Seriously, mate. And if that happens, just in January, we just get two centre backs in and a striker.
Yeah,
mate, that's going to definitely improve and go into the summer. And I think he'll definitely by the summer, mate. By the end of that summer window, we'll see a Conte team. Personally, the way he shapes up and who he picks. Belotti, is another good option.
What about this one? Yeah, I was going to say, good evening, is Nipun Sharma is saying, would you take?
Yeah, Nippon. Yeah, he comes to my channel. Nippon is brilliant.
Yeah, would you take Belotti?
Yes, fantastic. Is he a free agent in the summer? I think that's what it is.
I believe so. Way too much of a Levy deal due to his contract running out. Yeah, looks like his contract's running out.
But the thing is, it's not a bad option, Sid. He's a good player. He scores goals. He's a handful as well. So it's not a bad option. But is it my first option? No. I'll go out. Vasovic is the one for me. Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question. What would happen to Sonny? Basically, Sonny would play on the left. Simple.
Absolutely. It's where Sonny always plays. Sonny never plays up top, only when Kane's injured. So, I mean, Sonny never plays. Sonny will be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because he's playing in the position.
Yeah, it's like Alejandro saying here, we would use a front two and it will bring competition to Kane because we haven't had a backup for the last 15 years. Sonny would play left, simple, or even right. You know, Sonny will play wherever you put him. He'll play in goal if he has to as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But let's have a look. Mike saying here, if the three fitness coaches work on Lo Celso's fitness and Conte on Lo Celso's confidence, we can get him playing like he does for Argentina. We have a good player. This is the thing, innit? He's the opposite of Messi, innit? Messi can't play for Argentina, but he kills it in Barcelona or PSG or whatever it is. Lo Celso's the opposite. He's killing it for Argentina, but he can't seem to, for some reason. I don't know if it's the cold weather or what. I don't know if he can do that or not.
I think it's the pace of the game. Me personally, I think the pace when it comes back to the Premier League. I think it's quick. It's fast, intense. He's up against some proper rough players, rough defenders who's going to rough him up. When he goes to Argentina, I think the pace is a bit slower. He's got more time on the ball and things like that. So, to me, he needs to improve his fitness. That's what Mike says there, 100%.
Yeah.
And confidence, yes. Yeah. If Conte can improve his confidence, and let's see what he can, if he can bring that form, what he had at Betis. I mean, because he was fantastic. I mean, so
that's why we got him, didn't we?
Theo is a good player. Just we haven't seen it, have we? That's the thing.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Opinions on Sessegnon with Conte's system?
Finished.
You think it's finished?
Yeah.
Really? What you think Conte's not gonna? Do you think he's gonna be going back to a previous question about 20 minutes ago? Do you think he's one of the ones that's gonna struggle then with under Conte?
Yes, 100%.
Really? Wouldn't you use him as a wing back, as an option to Reguilon, because Davies can't play there? So if we can get the Sessegnon that played at Fulham when he went absolutely,
it's the massive if, Sid. He's always into this guy. It must be more than an injury, because every time I check the news and our team news updates and things like that, it's always a knock. It's always a knock. What's his knock? His knock's been playing him for a couple of months now, Sid. What's going on with him? And he was all right taking pictures last night at the game, things like that for other people, and he's walking fine and things like that. So what's going on with him? So what is he being frozen out by Nuno if he's not fit enough, or I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see if Conte does give him a go in the next month or so before January.
Totally agree.
Interesting.
He is one that I've heard today, and it's been going on for a while. Dinosaurs just refreshed my memory. Christian Eriksen open to rejoining Ajax in January. Would you take him back at Spurs? Right.
No.
I'll okay, you're saying no. Why?
No. I think me personally, I won't give him a chance, mate. He down tools before he left. Me personally, he kept going and asking when's his transfer to Inter Milan and things like that. I think just disrespecting Tottenham at the end of the day. People could probably say, "Oh, it's probably because he's going away and win things." But yes, you can go. You probably want to go win things, but you don't give up for the team you're playing for. Me personally, I wouldn't give him another chance. Me personally, I don't care if he was a fan's favourite. I'm not that kind of person. Give people a chance because he's a fan's favourite. At the end of the day, me personally, he's let the club. He let the club at that time.
Yeah. See, my opinion on that is he down tools. Yes, we promised him a move, which we then said no, you're not going anymore. So Daniel Levy done what Daniel Levy's done.
No, he promised a move. Yeah, but Ince didn't want to pay the money at the time.
Okay, so that's that one. So then he started downing tools. Even when we sold him, if you remember, he went to Inter. He didn't get into that team straight away because I remember he was coming on in that 88th minute, 90th minute, and then it took him a good few months before he actually played all right. Now, the biggest issue for me is obviously Inter Milan have said he can't play for them because of his heart condition. They're not going to allow him full stop. For me, for him to come back in the Premiership, I wouldn't want him at Premiership purely because speed and heart condition in the Prem, it's going to be too much for him because it's a lot physical, right? Yeah. So Ajax might be a good option for him where he can just play now and then. But unfortunately, for me, I think it's the end of the road for Christian Eriksen. I think within the next season, I think he'll be finished. He'll be retired. He's going to hang his boots up.
It's a shame. It's a shame, Sid, because to me, mate, before all this happened, top player. Top player. Yeah. You know what I mean? And fans' favourite. And I know he's still a fan's favourite, but I'm not one of these that, let's just bring him back because he's a fan's favourite. No. If it's not going to work for Tottenham, let's not bring him back at all. You know what I mean? Totally
agree. Again, just like to thank everyone for joining us. Grandpa Stevens is on. Eddie Ryans are on. Thank you all, guys, for your support. Dinosaur, everyone that's joining us, people that are going to watch us later on as well. You know what? It's been an entertaining chat about Conte. Everybody wanted Conte. We've got Conte. Antonio Conte's back.
Sid, just one thing, just like the fans just need to start, just keep patient. Stop. I was hearing it last night. The same old Spurs creeping in, and stop it, guys. Stop it.
It's his first game. It's his first game.
Conte's not stupid. Just listen to, watch his after game interviews and things like that. His press conference. You can tell by his facial impressions, right? He knows his team is not good enough, right, to compete at the highest level in this league, right?
He knows that,
Let him have his January transfer window and the summer window, two windows, to get this to mould his own team. And then we can start saying, right, is he the right manager? I mean, is he doing things? But guys, let everyone stay patient. Stay 100%. Patient. This guy will deliver. He's not. It's not a serial winner for nothing. You know what I mean?
For nothing. The biggest thing that came out of yesterday's game, and I've spoken to a few people, even on stream yesterday, the fact he wasn't stood there with his arms folded.
Absolutely. He was from minute one. Absolutely.
Exactly. And to even tell Kane, listen, do this, do that, and everybody else, he was shouting and everything. And at half time, he went straight down that tunnel. Even at the final whistle, you knew he was pissed. So,
and do you know what? Sid, do you know what I like about him as well? Most managers, when they first join the club and that's their first home game, they lap it up. They 100%. It's my man. But Conte, did you see him last night? He was going, that's it. Let's get on with the game. Let's get on with the game. That's what he wants. That's his job, to get on with the game. He's not there for all his fans and all his likes, flipping, all that. He's there to do a job. And to me, mate, we have got an seriously. And we have got people worried. We've got other fans worried.
Absolutely.
And I just hope now that the penny has dropped. Levy and his croonies can start spending that money. We have got the money. It's a load of rubbish when they say we ain't got the money because of the stadium. Yeah. The stadium is getting paid over 25 years. It's a very low payment they're paying, right? So don't fall into that trap, guys. Don't fall into that trap. No. We've got money. We've got Champions League money we haven't spent in years. Our net spend is 29 million. over so many years. We've got money, right?
Yeah.
It's time now he spends serious. So when I mean serious, he needs to give Conte £300 million.
Not straight away. I think over time.
Over two windows.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's like
that's nothing. Seriously.
Yeah. You know what? I totally agree with you. Grandpa Stevens, you know what? I want you to do a 30-minute. We've done 45 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up in about a minute. But Grandpa Stevens, I think, summed it up here. It's been a long time since a manager has completely killed my interest in football. Nuno did that for me. The club as well, with the lack of direction. But now, just like that, we have a path to walk down. I'm telling you, it's true. I'm telling, and you know what it's going to be? It's going to be Run DMC. Walk this way.
It's been a massive. It's been a massive shift of ambition from the club.
Yeah,
seriously, right, and they know it now. Levy knows this is his last saloon now. He's 100%. Got no other chances, no other excuses.
Yeah,
this is it.
Absolutely. Do you know what it is? It's a massive statement now. Daniel Levy had to do something. And,
absolutely, sir.
You know, after the Man United game and the Arsenal game, Chelsea game, he's made a massive statement. Fans wanted Conte. He's now gone and got him.
And said before we go, I was like, I know fans are saying ENIC out, Levy out. It is still Levy out.
Yeah,
I'm not changing that motto, but
no,
please just give this guy just a tiny bit of credit.
Yeah,
because he's gone out there. He sacked Nuno. He didn't have to sack Nuno. He could have kept Nuno, right?
Yeah.
But he's gone out there and he's gone with a serial winner, a proper manager. You know what I mean? So, guys, just give him that tiny bit of credit.
Yeah,
what he deserves.
He could have just sat there and said, you know what, I'm going to let it go. Just
absolutely
leave Nuno. I'm not bothered. But he's actually, in a way, he's thought, I've made a mistake here. Now, let me go and get Conte, because everybody wants Conte. He's on the market. Conte is the big deal. So I'm now going to show the fans that, do you know what, guys? All right, I'm going to make a massive statement here. Now, I'm just praying and hoping, and what do you call it? I'll do a take that. I'm just going to do a take that and sit and pray and hope he backs it in January, at least to start off with, get a couple of players, and then we move on slowly.
And
in the summer.
When we say couple of players, I mean well beaters.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Right? We've got a well beater of a manager. It's not worth giving him flipping little players, right? We need to go and shop in Harrods. With quality players, right?
100%.
That's the only way this club is going to move forward, compete again, and winning trophies.
Absolutely. And
that is the only way.
100%. And to close off, most importantly, Levy needs to allow Conte to ship out players who aren't at the level required to push on. No holding on to them in the hope of getting a ransom for them. We need to get shut of players, and Grandpa Stevens, we need to buy the players. And on that note, Simon, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on tonight. Great conversation. Thank you, everyone, for putting your questions in. We got Conte. We talked about Conte. So on a final note, this is what he has got so far. He's won the Prem. He's won the FA Cup. I can't see why you can't do that with us anymore. Simon, where can people find you?
Yes, thank you very much for having me on tonight, matey. Yes, everyone, if you want to follow me and Matt, we're on Premier Hotspur TV on all 4 social media formats at Premier Hotspur TV, and we will be having one tomorrow, the Everton preview. But first, guys, show some love for Sid and the Paxton boys over at Paxton Road TV, guys, and get that subscribes up. Come on, guys, smash the subscribe still, guys.
Listen, not only us as well. People, please tune into Premier Hotspur TV as well, because I've been on their streams and these guys talk football and they're good. They're passionate. We're both Dele fans, so you know what, it is passionate. But just before I finish, it's just a quick reminder, everyone. So smash it, like, subscribe, get everyone talking about us. Come on, let's get us trending again. And I've been Sid, that's Simon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And hopefully, first away game, first 3 points of the season, and Kane to get back on that goal scoring streak. So it's goodbye.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on.
Come on, you Spurs.
Conte. Come on, Conte.
Oh, what's that?